Here's the Anders pick coming out on Rift. Almirante going to be opting for Yip Yap. Sticking with the banished theme. Yeah, Kaboom, you did see that right. Almirante did win his colony, but it wasn't a long colony game, really. It was more of a cheesy rush that any bronze, silver, platinum player could pull off. Generations. Anders going to be opening up Generator second here. He actually opened up Marine, so that's going to give him a bit of less mobility on the map, but going to save him a bit of blue, probably to be able to pick up his mini bases, because this fodder is soaring across the map for these mini steals.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete.
But Rockgen is no fool. Picks up the right one. It's like Almi probably going to secure most of the power on the map as well. Rock does have his timing down. He knows that fodder is coming and he has a Marine there ready to grab it. Up to 100 power here. And this Marine is going to contest over on the right hand side. We'll be able to gather up some of that as well. Fodder do have a slower gather rate.
Our base is under attack.
10 fodder queued up on Almirante's main base. Generator upgrade on point. What? Oh, Rock messed up. He didn't buy the mini. Looks like he didn't have enough blue for it. Almirante actually going to grab that, and this could be absolutely huge, especially on Rift. Barracks now coming up for Rock, so forced into a barracks where usually he probably would have gone Sparta. There's the armory on the right-hand side as well. So it's going to be down a couple of pads here. Single gen for a while.
Our base is under attack.
Supply pads, allowing Almirante to go into that double generator. And in this scenario as well, open up Marine. This means you can't offer the counter steal, and Almirante can safely go into this double generator player. He's gobbling up most of the power as well. He has units everywhere. Hellbringers are now going to be coming out. Smartly just puts a harvester down on that back mini. Doesn't want to commit too many resources while he gets the double power extractor upgraded. Both minis as well. And I think Rock's going to ignore this and just go for a push. When did you leave, Kaboom?
Extractor upgrade complete.
My last proper stint in this game was about February time, February, March.
For ants?
So this is my first, well, second kind of stream since February. I did stream for a couple of hours a few weeks ago. Spartan out. Yeah, Rock's just going all the way across the map. Just the problem is the turret's about to get up. That'll probably get upgraded to anti-infantry immediately because Almi does see this. We've got a raid camp coming up as well. Second turret on the way. And Rift is just such a huge map to try and get across with enough units. And on top of that, Hellbringers really don't provide enough building damage. Like a Yap mine was triggered. Yeah, see, that flame was already dead.
Mobster cheered X100.
There we go, anti-infantry turret coming up, 2 seconds away. Spartan going to be slamming onto the chopper. Did get the ram off on the Marine. Just doesn't look like there's enough coming across to deal with this. Fed turret now on the way up. Mines went off, but looks like one got triggered. The turret is weak, but the anti-infantry at the back, the third one coming up. By the time this one dies, he will still have another two. There's not a lot of units here.
Marines are ready to go.
Does have one turret. Zone defense. No power nodes from either player, but Rock is very much coming all the way across the map. Ram goes in on the spot and about to lose his shield. Almi does have the garrison as well.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
Spartan now losing his shield, taking some damage from the anti-infantry turret as well. Does manage to get the chopper kill, gonna focus on the mini base. Didn't get a lot done on the main. The third turret coming back up. Barracks now has been recycled. Looks like that's gonna be a second generator coming down. Still has the armory up. Double mines come down, choppers coming in. This Spartan still didn't manage to recover his shields. Probably still not going to be able to because the chopper's going to ram him. We do have Lotus Mine. Going to be slamming onto the chopper. Beam comes down!
Generator constructed.
I think Almirante expected the hijack there, but Rock actually cancelling it, which means you don't end up in the chopper because that beam would have killed him. Mini base looks like it is going to fall. A couple of heavy grunts here in the mix as well. Looks like he might recoup his shields before coming back into the fight. Yeah, their shields are coming back up. Definitely needs them to keep the Spartan alive. At the same time, going to be cleaning up the mini behind his base. And fastest finger going to win on this one. And Rock is going to be able to snag that one. It will be 3 mini bases to 1 in a moment. But Almirante gets into Tech 2. Double raid camp, Rangers coming out, managed to clear out the mines, and we do have the single war council as well, going to start getting those goblins out. Probably go upgrade first.
Marines under air assault.
There's a lot of units around, and they are very weak without those upgrades up to Tech 2. Expansion coming across to the left-hand side, as Rock now focuses on those power nodes.
With this turret, we're kind of, sort of, maybe.
Quite a healthy group of flamers, 4 flamers.
Our base is under attack.
Rangers at the back.
Can we get some anti-air support ASAP?
Bunch of Rangers now. 3 Rangers, a lot of fodder, but there is a Spartan here in the mix. 4 Rangers. Flamers getting picked apart. We do have a slam in Lotus Mines. Might be able to get that here. The turret goes down. The mines on top. No slam to follow up though, but that turret will be enough to deal with a lot of these Rangers. And Almirante going to sit in the mines anyway. Drop some more of his grunt mines. That's going to trigger the rest of the mines there. This Spartan is now weak. Going to have to run away. We got the turret focused down the Ranger. Should be able to get away. He's too fast, but the Goblin coming in. But this Goblin has no HP pretty much. And the Spartan's just too fast. Without the upgrade, not doing a lot of damage. Almirante has picked up his expansion. Rock upgrading his. Keeps his Spartan alive. He's actually looking a lot better than he was earlier. But Almirante has been at Tech 2 for quite some time. Got a Foundry now coming up. And he's starting to push out onto the map. As Rock picks up that third power node. Still struggling to get Tech 2. This armory kind of been a waste, but cautiously left it there just in case he did lose that Spartan early in the game. But now it is there ready without spending the extra resources to get the rocket launcher upgrade for Douglas. 3 power nodes as well. That's almost as good as a third power extractor.
Turret constructed.
Gonna try and get some veterancy on the Sentinels. There we go. Vet 1 comes in. Needs to get him healed up though. But will be good with that rocket launcher. Almirante now just getting grunt hustle. Tech 2 comes out. Garages come out. Third generator goes down onto the expansion with another garage.
Generator constructed.
Here comes the big drop. Spartan is out of position. No units here. Looks like he's going to focus the turrets first. The mines go down. Actually going to be a good distraction to protect that turret and move the army away. The garage is the focus. 2 goblins are here.
Our base is under attack.
Going to lose a lot of pads here. He doesn't have a lot to defend it. Douglas in the middle. Glassing beam now back up and ready as well. The heals go down, keeping the units alive.
Supply pad.
There's an expensive third power extractor that's about to lose. Lost a heavy pad as well, so that's going to slow down the production of the Warthogs or Kodiaks, whatever he's deciding to do. The Spartan won't be enough to push this. I mean, now going to be running away, but I mean, he could strip this. He has enough here. I think he's just worried about what's happening on the other side of the map. Rock is still on 4 power nodes, so even though he lost that power extractor, he is technically still on free generator income.
Our base is under attack.
They're gonna steal that Marauder.
Garage constructed.
Well, it does actually do a lot of damage to that.
Kodiak ready for duty, sir.
Almy needs to be careful because Rock is saving up for that Sentinel. At the moment, he doesn't have anything to deal with it. He's got no Reavers. One coming out. We got a shield gen coming up onto the main base. So even despite the damage he did on the main, Rock has been sitting on these power nodes and this second base for a long time. That's going to allow him to afford this.
Base is under attack.
Vehicles after me.
Oh, he takes the only Reaver on the map as well. The Sentinel comes down. This could be game over. He does have a shield on the main. Building Marauder. There's a fair generator there now as well. Almost killed the Foundry. Should be able to sit on the high ground and kill pretty much all of these units. We don't have the EMP on the grunts.
Instead of harvester, how about we call it tickler? That sounds more nice.
Foundry goes down. Nice drop turret with the mines as well. Douglas has the slam. No, he doesn't.
Allies are in trouble.
It's better one though. There is another Reaver. Probably going to steal that. Walks into the mines. Grunt Dome comes down.
Our Spartan is at low health.
Oh no, the Spartan goes down.
He's captured our power node.
Space is almost dead. The Reavers are gone.
Yes, discount assembly points.
Sentinel about to lose its shield.
Augmented extractor upgrade.
He's going to come down without the shield. It's doing a lot of damage. Won't be able to kill it, but it has done a lot of damage. It will be enough to force Rock away from this expansion.
Kodiak reporting.
Almost killing all three leaders. Almirante got a bit done on the other side as well with a couple of weak grunt riders. Did manage to retake all of these power nodes as well.
Leader power ready.
Supply pad upgrade complete.
Still won't be able to recoup that shield, even though Rangers won't be doing a lot of damage to it. It will deny the shield coming back up. We got a Kodiak now out for Rock. He's starting to set up the Yaks. Ranger's going to be dead. Douglas 38 seconds
Our
away.
base is under attack.
Managed to heal those leaders and saved his expansion. That expansion was very weak. The Sentinel would have took it down very quickly, but Rock didn't decide to focus that. He wanted to kill the units.
That power node really tied the whole battlefield
Did burn a
together.
Grunt Dome and a beam as well. Oh, we still have these weak Grunt Riders going around the back. Third base now coming up for Rock.
Harvester constructed.
And Almirante, the problem in this situation is that he now has to commit to Reavers to kill the Sentinel. But Rock's setting up Kodiaks to deal with those, and he has a Spartan to steal them.
We're being targeted by enemy.
Harvester constructed.
Banshees could be another option, but he's nowhere near tech free, and Rock could easily transition into some combat tech marines.
From above. I'm under enemy attack.
Fire base constructed. Generator constructed.
Rock going to be picking up another base as well, making sure Almirante don't get it. This is very risky. That Sentinel, it is red bar, it has a shield. I think he's going to try and abuse the high ground, but you can easily get stuck up here. Ooh, that's a lot of Reavers. Got to be really smart, really careful with that Sentinel. Even when it's full health, you could get caught out quite quickly.
Don't want to alarm you, but our base is under attack.
Now they're just on hold ground here. They're not actually hitting that. I don't think Almirante realizes.
The Council of the Thinking Grunts constructed.
A shroud up.
Leader point
Kodiak may get caught out. It is sat in the middle.
constructed.
Gonna be able to get away.
Where am I needed?
Our base is under attack.
Hands off.
Leader power.
It's a nice slam, stunning pretty much everything. Drop turret now comes down as well. Mines on top. Heals for the speed boost just to get out of there. And a Reaver is gonna fall. The Spartan died getting the hijack. Got a mini at the back getting picked off. It did have a foundry on. Another goblin coming out.
You're in danger.
Single warhog does manage to clean up that mini base. 4th gen just came up on this
Under attack
base.
from the enemy. Need support.
Upgraded.
Kodiak on the front line. I'm struggling to see where Rock actually has these units. They're all over the place. So the Sentinel takes up 30 pop. But he does have max of 100.
Systems all checked and ready.
Mainly Kodiaks, but there is 2 Shrouds. They are managing to deny the 1 Kodiak that is set up on the high ground. 2 more inbound. Sentinel's coming back home as well. Where are the Reavers?
Wolverine ready for orders.
Our base is under
There's no
attack.
Reavers on offense. Oh, they're all back at home. Almirante thinks he's going to get pushed. He has 6 Reavers back at home. This is going to leave his army open.
Wolverine under assault from enemy vehicles.
Shroud Cloak might be enough to get him away. But there is Wolverines here.
Our allies are in trouble. Watchtower constructed.
Manages to take 1 power node back.
Enemy vehicles over.
At least decap it.
Leader power ready.
Our players are sitting on a lot of resources. Reinforcements finally coming in for Almirante. Gundam goes down in the middle, but Sentinel network. Reavers are now here.
Barrage constructed. Leader
This is
power
where you really start struggling as Yap Yap when all these Sentinels start pinging off. He has the Kodiak upgrade.
Douglas 042 under
Douglas is in the mix. Everything's getting slowed by the EMPs. The Reaver's forced to jump away.
attack. Show me the target.
Gonna get a nice stun there on all of the Reavers. Doesn't have his mines or drop turret to follow up. Sentinel's here. Sentinel's weak. Bit too far forward. The beam comes down. The Reavers are going to chase. Looks like the Sentinel does go down. Very costly for Rock. I don't think that's going to be off cooldown yet. Or it is. There we go. It gets dropped immediately. Straight back in as all the Reavers die.
turret.
That sucks for Almirante.
Kodiak in play.
Guns from above coming down, but not the best drop to deal with this.
Enemy attacking.
And remember, behind all this, Rock is on 4 bases. Fourth base is getting pushed, but weak grunt riders, couple airy grunts. Rock could just leave that. Won't do too much damage. Send a couple units over there to deal with it later after he stopped microing in this fight. We do have a cloaking gen for Almirante, a 4th gen coming up as well. And the garrison, a couple of Nightingales out. He's just sitting here, literally killing Reaver after Reaver. Almirante uses please don't shoot me to get out of that. Mines and turret combo come down once again for Rock. Forced into counters, which means it's very difficult for you to push a base after winning a big fight. Reaver Hunter. There we go, the Sentinel's just going to come up and clean the Grunt Rider out as the garage dies. Looks like Rock now starting to set up on Almirante's second base.
Upgrade complete.
Could do with pushing these up probably a little bit. It's really difficult to set up your Kodiaks actually, because you have to have them in the perfect position. In case your opponent starts pushing, you still want some on the back line like Rock has here, but that means they're not helping you offensively unless they do push. This is a nice push on this base now. The Nightingales detecting the base, allowing the Kodiaks and the Sentinel to take shots. Does get healed up by the Grunt Goblins. Nightingale's about to fall. That will be his vision on the base gone. Gonna be hijacking a Reaver, but looks like Douglas is too weak there. Should get denied. Yeah, he's going to get denied. Douglas not going to be able to take that one. Almirante holds again.
Wolverine here. What you got for me?
And he's been forced into this position. He has no choice really but to sit on this second base. Hope to get a big kill, especially on that Sentinel, and then make some sort of push onto this third. And even from there, when he can do that, they're then going to be even bases.
Wolverine ready for orders.
Even if that happens, Rock still won't be out of the game.
Harvester, how about we call it
I mean, he's sitting on 5k blue. Almirante really struggling economical-wise. Got Shield Gen coming up at the back. That's going to get scouted. Oh, the good note comes down from Almirante. It's level 2 as well. The Shield Gen's going to come up. And the Reavers do actually make it here to defend. This base is getting upgraded, but that shield is not going to last long. There we go. It's already gone. They don't last long at all against this amount of Kodiaks, at least. The high base damage, along with the Sentinel.
Sentinel upgrade complete. Leader point earned.
Leader's keeping a lot of this army alive. Please don't shoot me comes down. Using that to try and allow the shield gen to come back up. This is please don't shoot me level 2. I believe that will allow the shield to come back up. Before it runs out, I'm pretty sure. 23 seconds.
Augmented harvester
Gonna be
upgrade
close. Sentinel network comes down. Sentinel backs away. Shield gets killed by the Kodiaks. He did have the Wolverine there for detection. He's now on the high ground. We've got the Reavers pushing forward as well. Brock doing a really good job at keeping this Sentinel out of range. Grunt Goblin goes down. Weavers coming in, but there's a lot of high ground here for that Sentinel to push back into. They're all slowed as well. Look how quickly those Reavers get destroyed. They're going to be jumping into the Sentinel, but Beam comes down now. Only level 1. Oh, he's missing it as well. Sentinel's getting caught out in the mix. There's only one Reaver left, and that Sentinel is actually going to survive that. Wow. Rock just sits there and eats it all. And that is down to Almirante just missing that beam completely. Sentinel lives, Almirante resigns, and Rock is going to tie up this series at 1-1. Huge economical difference.